What is good, young people? Shaman to be. Brian Beautiful host extraordinary of the show. Each week, brand new episodes of the show, giving you the recklessness you deserve. I hope everyone took our advice with our last week's bag de Amor for Valentine's. I used my bag. What's going on, baby? Did you use yours? I hope you did. I enjoyed myself. I gave you the tools. If you did not enjoy yourself, it is your own fault. It really truly is. But because we spent the entire week last week talking about Valentine's, we did not get into the Rihanna, Chris Brown scenario. Let's start with that and get that out of our hair going forward. I do not co-sign with Chris Brown. You can't touch a woman at all. This is just rule bar beautiful. No matter what happens, they're gonna lock you up. You got to know the rules as a man. And I've been seeing a lot of people, kind of throw their 2 cents in it. I'm praying for them, and I hope everything works out. That was cool the first week. What I am missing is a plan of attack for either of them. A week has gone by, no one has really said anything, and it's not working for either of them. It is time for us now to help them out, because they seem to be struggling, and the people around them are struggling. There is no plan in place for either Chris Brown or Rihanna to get back to where they were before they slapbox in the middle of the street. What they have to do, and I know this is going to sound crazy to a lot of people, they have to form like a Voltron, get together and work out a plan of attack simultaneously. I know they don't like each other. Chris, Rihanna, your Kims, I know you guys don't like each other. You guys have to attack this right now together. The Chris Brown little statements on Facebook, they're getting cut into too deep. You have to get out there. You have to speak on this and get in front of the story. Think about it like this. First of all, Chris Brown is in a really, really terrible situation. First, he was in a really rocky place because, he's 20. And his fan base is in between 14 and 22. And as they start to age, they, mature, and they may not like you. Teen heartthrobs are built to be replaced. Amor, replaced. Sisqo, replaced. And there are millions and millions and thousands of guys that have done Word Up and Right on that Black Beat for 5 straight years who are no longer around. Raz B was on how many covers of Word Up? He's gone. Because your time as a teen heartthrob is limited. You're not necessarily going to transfer that success over to being an adult. So he was already on shaky ice. And now he's not cool like Chris. So he needs to get out there. But he can't really come out there without Rihanna. And she has to get out there. And I think, even though it's going to be hard for me to imagine Chris coming back to being the star he used to be unless he starts making some moves. Rihanna's really being hurt by this too. I don't blame her at all. None of this it's really her fault because Chris should know he can't put his hands on her. If they had just had an argument in the street, they could have just moved on, had a couple of us weekly covers and would have been no big deal. You can't put your hands on her. But she has lost the thing that made her special. There used to be an air around Rihanna. I used to look at her and be like, I want to feel her. Like, feel on her. Like, she was so sexy, I would want to touch her baby thigh and have her make me like a biscuit in the morning. When we woke up next to each other. That's how I used to feel about Rihanna. Now I feel for her. You know what I'm saying? On a different way, I feel sad for her. And that removes the sexy, which her whole success, to me, has been built off of. The sexiness. The music, okay, it's great. The sexiness is what sells the package. And as long as she hasn't dealt with this and moved on, she is starting to cripple at the sexiness she developed in the last 2 or 3 years. I mean, men wanted to be with her and women wanted to be her. Do you really want to be with the woman that slapboxed Chris Brown in the middle of the street? I don't think so. I don't think you really want to interview to be with her or be her. So you two and your camps, get together, have a power, maybe both sides of publicists, both parents. Attack this with the same story. Let's move on. You can move on, but as long as you guys aren't saying anything, you guys won't get on Wilson's Park again. And you need to get all that money. Money is out there for you, but you must act efficiently and move now. As the president of Local 6969 Floozy, I've gotten a lot of emails from Floozy members about how to deal when the truth becomes public. You know, a lot of times we have our dirty little secrets here and there, and you really don't know how to handle it when somebody confronts you with the truth, and you have to accept the truth and the consequences that come with that. First of all, here's my advice for everybody. When you are confronted with the truth you are trying to keep secret, if possible, lie. Lie, lie, lie. I am a true believer in the power of lies. Let's keep everything mystical. You don't need to know everything about me. I don't really want to know everything about you. Let's lie to each other, no matter who you are, to maintain happiness. I'm not saying big lies, little any big lies, but lie and keep things manageable for your own happiness. If you can lie when confronted, lie. Now, when you just make that decision to lie, you have to be honest with yourself and say, is there any evidence someone can present quickly to counteract this lie I'm about to tell you? So then you have to be honest with yourself, not the other person, but just within yourself to find out, can I tell this lie? A-Rod's going through it right now. He initially, in 2007, said never taking steroids. He knew he took steroids, but it was a good decision at the time because only through an anonymous, test result could they ever prove that he took steroids. Now he has to jump out and admit to it. So be it. Rick Ross is struggling with that with his situation with 50 Cent. He didn't want to admit it immediately, but he knew he had pictures. He knew he'd been there. He could have jumped in that story early, and that would have been. It would have never been Officer Ricky. That all that was created because he didn't really contemplate the facts that were going to counterbalance his lie. I mean, the girl Danger from I Love New York. For the Love of Raging. I'm sorry. She admitted just a week she used to be or dabble for like 2.5 years in prostitution. She jumped on that before anybody got a chance to handle it. She got on that early. And if there's facts out there, you have to follow the danger plan of action. Get out there, kill the story before it even gets started, and you will have everyone's confidence. We like juice, but if you take the juice away, we as a society will move on to find other juice. But only do that if you have to. Other than that, continue to lie. And, be proud of the things you've done in the past when they get exposed. I was really shocked Vivica Fox was embarrassed that she's the new person for Psychic Friends Network. She's the host. That's good money. Very good money that she should be proud of. And I don't know why this is. If they came to me and said, Barty Beautiful, we want you to be the new host of Psychic Friends, I would do it in a heartbeat. So what? If Dionne Warwick did it, why can't I do it? What is the difference between the Psychic Friends Network and a proactive commercial? They're both infomercials. The ShamWow guy, the guy with the beard always fixing stuff, it's a job. It's just a commercial. So be it. Never could be proud of the money you gotten. I think you look like you did some stuff back to your face to put it back to normal. Good job. Be proud. Be proud of all that. Speaking of the world of Speedy and President of Local 6969 Foods Union, of course I'm very proud of this is a Hall of Fame member, Aubrey, formerly of whatever puppy called that group. I can't even think of the name of it. Doesn't matter. She's the only one that's of great importance. Saw the Playboy. I'm proud of her. I am, and I'm proud of the, notoriety and news story that's been generated from her getting it, but I was underwhelmed. I'm glad she did it. But the results were just underwhelming to me. I wasn't moved. It seemed like it's only airbrush, and I'm more of a penthouse hustler. Me. Stacey Dashes was hotter. Garcelle Valdez was hotter. I mean, there's a lot of hotter ones. And I just, good move, but I just wasn't moved. And I'm happy to say that there is a new face in this country, and I want everybody to make sure that this is the case. There's a new face of welfare in this country. Nadia Suleiman, the woman with the octuplets. Whenever somebody is mad at people who are on public assistance and they say they're abusing the system, instead of them picking people who happen to just look like me, she is not a person who you should be coming after because she is an idiot. She is absurd, and there's no reason for her to even have her fallopian tubes available for any more creation of any more kids. Just cut them out. That should be a government rule. You got 14 kids and you haven't had sex in 8 years. Cut all that out. She's the new face of welfare. No longer pick people who look like me. You start with her, and then we can go from there. Other than that, I don't want to hear it. And highlights of the weekend for me, besides some pleasurable nuditudinal time on Valentine's Day, courtesy of the bag de Amor. Thank you very much. Shout out to Shaq, Dwight Howard, and Nate Robinson for doing a hell of a job at this year's All-Star Weekend. Saturday was great. I missed the 3-point shooting contest, whatever. Nate, Dwight were very entertaining. I got a feeling that the dunk contest is coming back. And if LeBron actually comes into it next year, he can pull up one more star, we can get the dunk contest back. And I want everybody to remember something who's a basketball fan. The dunk contest wasn't always great, okay? If anybody remembers the year Kenny Skywalker won, the year after Mike's last year, wasn't that exciting, okay? So they didn't always have super duper stars in the competition. Let's please get over that. But I think if LeBron and Dwight and Nate, maybe like a Dwayne Wade or something like that can come in, get be hot. And shout out to Shaq. The dance with the Jabberwockies I was smiling from ear to ear. Entertaining. Entertainment. That's all I'm really asking for. All I'm really asking for. And for everybody who is an 80s baby, like myself, 79 baby too. Y'all about to turn 30. Got a lot of friends about to turn 30. I won't make fun of y'all till later. Belle Biv DeVoe are coming back out with a new album. I don't know a lot of details yet, but I saw a flyer on the internet and I just want to make you aware. And know that when I find out the details, you will know. I must support my childhood.